few days ago, a notification came up on my Instagram telling me that I now have the option to hide my likes and view counts. Now up to this point of filming this current video, I have had plenty, and I mean plenty of posts and videos that will get 2 or 3 likes, and some videos with just 1 like.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
And sometimes that 1 like is only from me. Now I have also had a bunch of very successful posts and videos, but at this current time, for whatever reason, this is the point where I'm at. I do believe the work I'm doing does deserve millions of likes and millions of viewers, but of course, the feedback doesn't always match the impact, or even just the potential for impact. And this can be frustrating, of course, because I believe I'm doing great work that doesn't always get rewarded. Just to be clear, since this video won't be out for a few weeks after the time of filming, I am going to say you never know. This just goes for right now, currently. However, seeing this made me think to myself, would I be better off just hiding these numbers for my own self-esteem and for my own self-worth's sake?
Self-esteem?
Gone.
But then the thought came to me that I'm not ashamed of any of the work that I've been doing. And whether that work gets 1 million likes or even just 1 like doesn't mean that work is any less good or less valuable. And maybe a few years from now, other people will actually be able to look back and see the receipts and how far I've came because I didn't give up. And it's the only reason I've gotten how far I have up to this point is because I haven't quit. That's why I have over 2,000 subscribers. That's why I have been getting all these incredibly nice comments of people telling me how my work is changing their life. So maybe I will be the little engine that could, but seeing this journey can help a lot of people. I will be diving deeper into this concept now, so let's go.
Give me a...
What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the Jared and James channel. I'm Jared Weiss. For you guys to know that must mean that subscribe to the channel so you know what to do. Hit that subscribe button, be sure to leave a like, drop a comment, let me know your thoughts on this video. Follow me on every platform, and if you guys haven't done so already, make sure to check out my book, Fight Through by Jared Weiss. All the links purchased it are on my website, which is jaredbryanweiss.com. That's JAREDRYANWEISS.com. Buy the book, support me, and also make sure to check out all the incredible 100% organic cotton shirts I have on that website, all designed by yours truly, that all have really cool motivational sayings on them. So any support at all is very much appreciated. So some of you out there might be looking at my Instagram account right now and saying to yourselves, why am I not hiding my likes or view counts?
What an idiot!
Up to this point, once again, just to reiterate, I have had plenty of posts out there that don't do the numbers that I believe they should, and sometimes don't really do any numbers at all. But the reason I decided not to take those things down is because I'm not ashamed for trying and doing my best work. And there was actually time a few years ago, believe it or not, where on my Instagram I was getting 400 likes consistently. I think I also posted got 10,000 likes, and of course I even have had other posts that have done incredibly well. But currently, for whatever reason, especially because I believe my content has gotten so much better over the past few years, but whether it's the algorithm, whether it's getting shadow banned,
It just don't add up!
whatever the case may be, a lot of my posts don't get a lot of likes. But I want it to be known that A, I'm not ashamed for trying, and I'm not ashamed of any of the amazing work that I'm doing. And if you're someone who's in my position, you have no reason to be ashamed either. Because doing your best work, even if it's not being received the way that you know it should be, and could be, there's no reason to hide. B, I believe all my posts deserve millions of likes and millions of views, and when the time is right, I do believe I will get there. And C, when the posts do start getting all those likes, whether that's a month from now, a year from now, 5 years from now, I hope you'll be able to come back and see all these posts and their numbers because I'll have the receipts. Next, I hope that in showing these posts with just 1 or 2 likes, maybe you'll actually say to yourself, wow, if he's okay with that, then maybe I don't have to be ashamed of posting this post, or weighing this much down on my current health journey, or how much money I have. As long as I'm doing my best work, then I have no reason to hide it or be ashamed.
Why can't there be some things just for me? Is that so selfish?
And sometimes that's all it takes, is seeing what I think to be a really cool person, who's doing great work if I do say so myself, and working incredibly hard on this work. Sometimes you see that, and you're like, oh, it's okay to not be a massive influencer right now. I don't have to be at this level yet in order to put out my best work. Not everyone is at the top of the mountain, but it's okay to show my path to getting there. It's I saw a clip on my TikTok feed a few days ago where the person was saying how someone out there needs your journey, and that's why you're currently on it. And I've spoken about this in the past. This is why I feel like God has made my journey seemingly incredibly slow at times.
How long is this going to take?
It's because he knows that I can be happy before I arrive at the end destination. Before I reach a certain level of success, he wants me to be grateful, and he knows that I'm not the type of person who's gonna quit without that fast success. So maybe, just maybe, this journey is meant for me and is perfectly designed for someone with my mindset. But then as a reward for my patience and positive attitude, I believe I will receive massive rewards when the time is right. And just to be clear, this is not shaming people who do choose to hide likes or view counts, or who don't want to show their weight before the weight loss journey, or who don't want to show off whatever work it might be for fear of judgment. I get it, we all have things like that we don't want the world to see, and that's okay. But to me, it would be the equivalent of me not talking right now because you think like my speech challenges should hold me back.
Do you know who the hell you're talking to?
And it's like I saw one of my favorite people to follow, whom I reference often on this channel, Jelly Roll, and he was 500 pounds at one point. And now he's down over 200 pounds and looking and feeling great. And he says how a lot of people, when they go on one of these weight loss or health journeys, oftentimes they're going to hide and then seemingly emerge out of nowhere, a new person with a totally new body. But he wants to take people on the journey with him, to show them all the struggles, as well as to hold himself accountable, which I have so much respect for. Furthermore, I don't want anyone telling me what success has to look like for me. It's like how one of the videos I saw recently was talking about how don't confuse feedback with your impact. Those numbers are only one way to measure your success. Just because you may not have those numbers currently does not mean that like you're not doing good work and that you're not helping people. Plus, we've all been on social media for long enough now where I'm sure we've all seen enough dumb posts go viral, or for lack of a better description, we've all seen talentless people go viral.
I have no talent.
So there has to be another metric for success, rather than it just being how many likes you get. And it's like, if a video of mine only gets 5 views, does that mean that like the video was bad? Or does it just mean like only 5 people saw it because only 5 people clicked on it? So how am I supposed to judge my success based on that? It could be an incredible video, but like for whatever reason the algorithm just like didn't show it to enough people, or didn't show it to the right people. And this leads me into, even if you have no fans, you need to always be your own biggest fan. Once again, I can't tell you how many videos or posts of mine where I've worked on them for hours and hours, but yet I'm the only one who liked it, or the only one who viewed it on the first day. And you may call me crazy for still going, but you know what keeps me going? Is knowing that like no matter what, I always have one fan in myself. So for anyone else out there who's struggling with low views, I'm here to tell you, as well as to remind myself, not to change our content just because of the views. Because oftentimes when you do that, you actually lose your own authenticity and your own voice. So like if you want to sell out right now, be my guest and just copy what everyone else is doing. But remember, all the pros out there, Joe Rogan has posted thousands of videos. Mr. Beast has posted thousands of videos. So of course it takes time. But I'm going to help myself and any of you out there who might be struggling with self-esteem hits every time you post, or wondering how you'll ever make it, or how you're ever going to turn this into a career. We have the opportunity to be the ones who everyone looks up to years from now. We can be those same success stories that all of us admire so greatly because the person had patience, and because the person went on their own hero's journey. Remember, Iron Man doesn't become Iron Man without breaking through an underground cave with seemingly no help and very few materials to work with.
My turn.
And finally, I want to share 2 really great clips that I saw recently. One coming from Alex Hormozy, which I had also shared on a recent Rabbit Hole Roundup episode. And I'm actually going to share the exact post and exact reaction how it was, because I believe it deserves reposting and re-mentioning. Clip coming from Alex Hormozy, which talks about how most people support the people who don't actually need it.
People only root for people who don't need it. Like the amount of times when I was on my lonely path where I was too different from the friends that I had, but not successful enough to be friends with the people that I wanted to be friends with. That's when you want people to root for you. That's when you want people to support you. Once you've already won, people are like, he's amazing, he's so good. But like, that's the time when you need it the least. And so you always have to be the person who roots for you before everyone else does. And it's usually a single clap in the auditorium for a very long period of time. It is a slow clap that's just you rooting for you. And the path of the exceptional person is one of an exception, which means that you are not with other people. And rather than fighting that or bemoaning it, see it as an indicator that you're on the right path. Because if everyone else were cheering you on, then it means you're not in the right place.
So first off, this is so true. I mean, how many people out there are more inclined to be the 1,012th like on someone's post whom they've never met before, as opposed to the 3rd or 4th like on one of their friends' posts or video who's trying really hard and putting out genuinely good work too, that just hasn't been receiving the same level of recognition. And it's like, trust me, being someone who does have to grind for every like, or every follower, or every view, it can be discouraging at times. As much as I tell myself, don't worry about it, it's all going to come together when the time is right, and just focus on doing good work, putting out a good positive message, and making an impact no matter how many people it reaches.
True words have never been spoken.
It's like, I'm also going to appreciate that fourth person liking my post way more than that celebrity who you've never met, who you don't even know is going to appreciate you being like number 2 million. And who knows, chances are someone else actually made that post for them, so they may not even see you like their post. So I'm not saying like you can't also be liking your favorite influencers and musicians or movie stars or celebrities' posts, but try your best to support the little guy too. Support the small business like my own, or the slowly growing content creator. Once again, I know from my own experience that like seeing that one extra like or one really nice comment could be just the encouragement like I need to keep going. So don't discount the impact that you can make and that you can have on someone's mental health and on their journey just by simply liking their post or giving them some encouragement. And just to be clear, I'm not saying like we should be relying on external validation or the need for likes or followers to be happy, but having some support on our journeys can mean a whole lot. And above all that, another great point like he made was how you have to be your own biggest fan too. Because for a while, as it says, it's just going to be that single clap in the auditorium, so make sure that you're on your own side too. Buy your own products, like your own posts, because if you don't like and support you, how are you ever going to convince someone else to? And now I want to share an Andy Grammer clip I saw the other day, which talks about his journey from street performer to now incredible positive singer whose songs have been played millions of times. Let's watch together.
One of my favorite songs by you, Keep Your Head Up.
But you gotta keep your head up.
What was like the inspiration behind that song and like what happened on that day?
Yeah, so that day was a full long day of street performing and no tips, which is pretty demoralizing. You go out there for 10 hours and you're singing your face off and you don't get any acknowledgement or nobody drops a dime into your case. Packed up all my stuff and I, like a crazy person, had a very intense conversation with the sky, God, whatever you believe, whatever you want. And I was just like, it is on you a little bit now because I've now been here for a very long time. I'm never gonna leave. If my purpose in life is to just be here for the next 20 years playing for people that are walking by to get jeans, that's what I'm gonna do. And now it's a little bit on you to help, universe. Like, let's go. I'm putting out every resource that I have to be here. And then I went home and wrote myself a pick-me-up song called Keep Your Head Up. So I'm like, thanks.
So he was able to turn his tragedy into triumph. He knew like his music had a massive purpose for being here, and even when he wasn't getting the views, even when like he was just performing for street people, he still loved what he was doing. But he also reached a point where he was doing his part, so now like he had to leave the rest up to God and the universe. So this is like a super powerful reminder from one of my favorite artists that when you believe in what you're doing strong enough and you've like this fervor and passion for it, you can't let go without a fight. And I feel like for all of us who are patiently waiting for our success, or at least for that big success to come, first off, we do need to appreciate where we're currently at and be like, I get to chase after these massive dreams every day. I get to be one step closer on my journey every day, and that's an incredible blessing. But also, we have to surrender to the universe and God, and sometimes we just have to be like, I'm doing all I can. I'm gonna need some help with the rest, but trust that like God and the universe will reward you for sticking with it and for trusting the process and for not selling out. So maybe you are just like playing to a small audience. Maybe you're wondering how it's ever possibly gonna work out. But you know it will. Deep down, you know like there is a path. Well, welcome to my boat and welcome to my life. Keep that vision incredibly strong and don't allow the fast success of others to cloud that vision for where you're meant to be and for where your massive potential lies. Anyways, guys, I really hope like you guys enjoyed this message. I hope you found it as powerful and as meaningful as I did. If you did, make sure to subscribe to the channel, be sure to drop a like, leave a comment. I will catch you guys next time. Stay positive, stay hustling, stay grinding, stay patient. Don't confuse feedback with impact. Keep going. Your story could be the exact story like someone needs to hear 5 years from now. So don't quit. Let's go. You got this. Peace.